In today's video, I found the world's largest iPhone and someone made a cardboard G-Wagon. This video is absolutely insane. Watch the end and let's get right into it. So starting off, this dad decided to build this amazing toy for his son. But it's not your ordinary toy. This is a fully functional wooden Ferrari. That's right, guys. He literally made a Ferrari out of wood for his son as a gift. Now, if this doesn't scream, I love my kid, I don't know what does. This thing literally is something I've never seen before, and it's not easy to make. I couldn't make this, and it honestly takes a certain special type of skill to make anything out of wood this exceptional. With wheels and all, this thing is fully functioning, and of course, it's a little extreme, but this dad went to the extreme for his kid. As you can see, it's ridiculous. Literally ridiculous, but he did it. And that's just the beginning of the video. This is the coolest kid on the block. At first glance, you're like, Garrett, this is just a coconut. But in reality, this is the first Apple product that we'll be making in this video. As you can see, this guy's clearly carving something, and you're not really sure what it is when you're looking at it. But as you know, I said it's an Apple product, so you automatically know this is an Apple AirPod. That's right. He's making a fully functional Apple AirPod out of wood. You probably ask yourself, Garrett, how do you make an Apple AirPod out of wood? Well, he used wood and then a coconut and then glued these bad boys together. Now, you can see it looks really real and it's huge. It's literally bigger than both of his hands. And honestly, that's really scary. The fact that he almost like sawed his hand off, but you can see he's drawing some markings on it so he knows where to carve, and he's going to be installing some things on this bad boy that may seem really familiar to you, but it's not going to be easy to do because it takes precise measurements to make this all happen, and it looks really, really lifelike. As you can see, he's carving little individual holes just so you can hear out of this Apple AirPod, but it's way too big for someone's ear. Obviously, this is almost the size of someone's chest. So what is this really going to be used for? Well, he's going to go ahead and open this bad boy and make sure the bottom has enough so that he can screw in something special. Now, what is that special device? Well, he's going to have to carve out the top part so you can have a back piece that works for this coconut. Well, Apple AirPod. Once he's done that, you can see he's made the opening just big enough to go ahead and add the wiring that's needed for this Apple AirPod. So he's added a little compartment so you can shove the wires through, put them all the way through, and then go ahead and cable it up. Now, you're probably like, Garrett, there's no way this guy's actually gonna make a functioning AirPod, right? Well, he actually does. Hate to spoil it for you guys, but it's not the way you think it is. As you can see, he's gluing all the pieces back together, making sure the cables all come out, and he's gonna wire this bad boy just enough so he can go ahead and put the final piece to the puzzle. Yep. He added a fan. Why did he add a fan? Well, in order for this thing to properly work, he went ahead and added a fan mechanism to this coconut AirPod. So he plugs it in and, well, once you flip the switch, it has become a fully functioning fan. I don't know why this guy decided to make an AirPod and a fan, but for some reason he did. And as you can tell, this is the final piece to this puzzle that he's just going ahead and drilling, which I don't even know how he can see what he's doing at this point because there's a bunch of holes. But the wood is super nice, like it's ridiculous. But all of these little pieces are going to be used for this final piece, which is the ear part. This is the newer AirPods, and as you can see, he's gone ahead and made himself a little hair blower, a little air blower. Not sure why this thing had to be so big to do this, but yeah, he made himself a very fully functioning dryer. He made a dryer out of an AirPod. Listen, some people just have more time on their hands than others, but yeah, this guy really went all out for this bad boy. And I gotta give him some accommodations for it because obviously it blows a lot of air, so it works. So let's move on to the next product, which is another Apple product that we discussed earlier in the video. And that is this bad boy, what you've all been waiting for, the giant wooden iPhone. That's right. with 3 different cameras, and of course, everything needed to make this bad boy work. This guy had to build this in his house. Now, it must be confusing to your friend that you bring a giant slab of wood home, but for these guys, this is a normal day's activity. As you can tell, they've had this thing planned for quite some time. They went ahead and made the frame for the iPhone just to start off the video because they need to make sure that they have the frame built in order to slap this bad boy on there. Now, this is gonna be used as the main piece of the puzzle. But in order to make this all come together, they have to carve out specific points of this phone to really make it work. And honestly, it just seems like a lot of work. I don't know why you would want a giant wooden iPhone, but as you can see, these guys aren't messing around. They've gone ahead and made every single panel possible for the home screen of their iPhone. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they did this either, but they're actually making this thing. Now, the inside is simply just the lighting for the iPhone. As you can see, it just slaps on top like that. And then they went ahead and added this glossy liquid so they can have the screen texture of their iPhone. Now, I'm not sure why they went ahead and to all this effort to make this iPhone, but let me tell you, they did not miss out a single thing. They even went ahead and added the earpieces so when you're on the phone, it actually works. And of course, the back plates, which is the cameras. But it gets a little crazy because not only did they add the cameras, they went and added really nice wooden gloss to everything they were doing. Now, of course, wooden iPhones don't actually exist. You can't buy this from the Apple store, but you gotta admit, this came out super nice, way nicer than I could have ever expected, and I love it. Earlier, you guys saw a dad making a custom Ferrari for their son. This was made out of wood, but this is a custom G-Wagon made of cardboard. Now, personally, I think a cardboard G-Wagon would be harder than a wooden Ferrari, but we're about to find out which one was harder to make. As you can see, they used bike tires to put this all together with some metal framing, and of course, they used ball bearings. Now, this is in a rural area, as you can see. This isn't like a super fancy neighborhood or town, but this guy literally made a majority of this bad boy in cardboard. Now, they did have to use a metal frame so it can support all the weight, which is gonna be the engine and of course the kid that's gonna sit in it. But you can see that this is all made of cardboard and all super glued and glue gunned all together. It's almost like a DIY G-Wagon made of cardboard. And it clearly took a lot of time and a lot of cardboard, but it's all coming together really, really nicely. I feel like Mercedes should probably hire this guy because of all the effort they put in to making this G-Wagon a reality. Using spray paint, plastic, and of course more cardboard, they really made this cardboard G-Wagon come to life. Putting all these pieces together really made the grille stand out. And of course, what's a G-Wagon without the Mercedes logo? They went ahead and slapped this bad boy out of the cardboard and then went ahead and put it on a plate by sketching in the cardboard the design. Once cutting it out, slap the star on there, and they have themselves a beautiful G-Wagon logo. Well, Mercedes logo. After you had some more glue and then wrap it, you are good to go, and it actually looks pretty legit. I think they did a really good job. In addition to these wheels, they went ahead and even added more rubber. They went ahead and made the wheels a little bit bigger by slapping 2 different wheels together. These are bike tires that they're adding to a cardboard G-Wagon so that it could actually work. But it makes me wonder, are these tires gonna be uneven? Because it looks sort of messy, not gonna lie. This looks like an absolute mess at first glance, but this is this guy's hobby. And as you can see, what kind of wheels would you have if you don't got some dope rims? So he went ahead and made some custom rims for his kid that really look great. I gotta be honest. Of course, gotta add the plastic chairs for seats and then slap some cardboard seats in there to really make it all stand out. With some nice doors included and of course, the inside custom paneling for these doors. These kids are gonna love their newest addition to the house. Of course, personally, I feel like this is a little extreme when it comes to a cardboard car, but this dad did not waste any time. He added a full-fledged engine that requires oil, and of course, everything that it needs for it to run functionally around the town. Pretty cool. After adding the side panelings of the door, days and nights have gone by. You gotta make sure your G-Wagon has some dope tints. And for some reason, he even added tints to the cardboard G-Wagon. I don't know how or why, but I have reason to believe that this vehicle is probably the nicest vehicle that they own, because we have yet to see a car in this guy's house or in his garage. And I think he just went ahead and customized a cardboard G-Wagon so he could use it. That's what I'm starting to think here, because this is a lot of effort just for a cardboard G-Wagon. But this thing is really going the distance, with even blinker lights being added. And of course, you gotta have the front windshield. As you can see, it's getting real. They're even adding front lights to this thing. Yep, they did that. Now, with the final touches all coming together, the logo going on the back spare tire, and of course, adding some brake lights, AMG V8 Limited, dudes, the final product looks a little something like this. Freaking ridiculous. Here's the worst part. If it rains, this thing's gonna get destroyed. I think he forgot it was made of cardboard, but yep, they did that. I'm surprised it runs so well and can even go up little areas like this, because, well, at the end of the day, it's a cardboard G-Wagon. Somehow it works. He made this for his kid and ended up using himself, so hopefully his family enjoys it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the brand new one. Later, guys!